Fish and chips or not fish and chips? That is the question. Welcome back to London. Today we're going to be trying some of London's best fish and chips. The first fish and chip shop in London opened in 1860. It provided the working class with a cheap meal. That means that William Shakespeare is older than fish and chips. You can still see Shakespeare's Plaice here in London. We just passed the Shakespeare's Globe Theatre. This is the Millennium Bridge, and just over there you can see the top of St. Paul's Cathedral. Every single time I walk down here, I'm always curious, who lives here? Who lives in these tiny, tiny houses right next to the theatre? I bet they're very expensive. In my opinion, this is the ugliest building in the whole of London. This is the Tate Modern Art Gallery, and it's free to go inside. I've been asked by so many people to please show more food, so that's what I'm going to do today. Fish and chip review. I'm still walking along the River Thames here on the South Bank, so I'm going to hit 3 of the most popular and highly rated fish and chip shops in London today, and there's 4 criteria that I'm going to give a score for. Number 1 is presentation, including the box. Yes, it is important. Number 2, the taste of the fish. Number 3, the taste of the chips. And number 4, value for money. Yes, you do have to rate them differently, fish and chips, because sometimes one is good, one is not. There's around 1 million fish and chip shops in London, and I feel so bad for people that choose a bad one. You need to pick a good one. So this is what I'm looking for today. The fish needs to be cod. So when people say fish and chips, it's usually cod. So the fish, it needs to be crispy on the outside, crispy batter, and then inside needs to be flaky and soft and fresh. If they give me one that's been sitting for a while, then it's not going to get a good score, because you can definitely tell. The chips, they are not fries. They need to be thick. Okay, fries are skinny, but chips are going to be thick. It needs to be soft on the inside and crunchy on the outside. That's what I'm looking for today. We have made it to our first destination. We're right next to Waterloo station. This is Fishcotheque, and this has been here since the 1980s. And as you can see, ranked 2nd best fish and chip shops in London on TripAdvisor. Let's go in. Hello, takeaway please. And I made the smallest cod and chips, please.
So medium cod and chips?
Yes, please.
Okay, take away.
Take away. Thank you. Yes, please. Thank you so much. All right, I have the goods. Pretty good box. So I wonder if I'm gonna get any in paper today. Of course, newspaper, that is the traditional way, but I like the box. Let's do a reveal. Oh, look at that. It's absolutely massive. It's huge. Look at that. The fish is hidden under there somewhere. We have a lemon, tartar sauce. Let's give it a try. Sorry about this angle, but let's take a look at the chips here. Oh yeah, look at that. That is steaming. Really soft on the inside. Let's give it a try. Really hot. So I had high hopes for this one, because the first thing he said when I walked in there was, it's going to be a 10-minute wait. That is good. That's what you want, because if it's ready immediately, that means it's been sitting there, so it's good to wait. That means it's fresh. I saw them get it out the fryer. Look at this fish. Crispy. Look at that. Crisp. Oh yeah, nice and fluffy inside. It is steaming hot. Let's give it a try. Really soft. That batter is crispy. Like I said, I literally saw them get it out the fryer, so nice and fresh. Batter is really good. By the way, we do not eat fish and chips with knife and fork. This is the correct utensils. Look at that. Tartar sauce goes on the chips. And then we have some lemon for the fish. Yeah. That tartar sauce really adds something. I don't even know what else we have tartar sauce with. I think only fish and chips, but I'm still going. This thing is absolutely huge. Let me show you the best bit of the fish. It's the skin. So this is the shiny skin. It's absolutely delicious, the favorite part. So in terms of prices, this was £14.50, and that was a takeaway. If you sit inside there, it's going to cost you £20. So you're going to save some money if you do a takeaway. But £14.50 for this, I think it's really good value, just because it's so big and it is delicious and it's fresh. But I think that's the standard London prices today. It is, if you go outside of London, that's on the expensive side. But for London prices, £14.50, that's what you're going to pay. You can just see how the fish rips. It's so crispy. Take a bite. It's definitely fresh. It's so hot. Every score is going to be out of 5. I think presentation is going to be a 4 out of 5 just because it comes in a box of fish. I think that's a 5 out of 5 fish. That was absolutely delicious. It was huge. It was flaky on the inside, crispy on the outside. I think that's a perfect fish. The chips, I think the chips are going to be a 3 just because they were soft on the inside but not crispy on the outside. And in value for money, £14.50. I think that's going to be probably a 4 out of 5 just because it could be a little bit cheaper, but I think that's London prices today. The location of everywhere I go today will be in the description, so you can go there the next time you visit London. Fishcotheque, I think that's going to be very difficult to beat. Here's the open times and the menu for Fishcotheque. That was delicious. 16 out of 20 was their score. Let's walk to the next destination because I need to eat 2 more of those today and it's going to be very difficult, so we need to walk. Level 8 suitcases are now 25% off, but only today and tomorrow in the Amazon full sale. I have the 3 set and you can own the exact same set by clicking my link in the description and entering this code. These level 8 suitcases are the highest quality suitcases I have ever owned, and the people behind them are great as well. Due to the 4 wheels, there is no stress on your back pulling them. They look great and very secure due to the combination lock and strong handle. There's no doubt these are high-end products and the website reflects that, offering a wide range of travel essentials. Level 8 customer service are always there to assist you and they care about people. The small, medium and large cases means I am ready for any kind of trip. A short weekend, a week trip with friends, or a much longer trip. So don't hesitate because Amazon's full sale is only October the 8th and 9th. So click the link and enter this code to save 25% at checkout and own the exact same luggage set as me. Another great feature of these level 8 suitcases is the handle is adjustable. So you little kids out there, it's time to help the parents. I can lower the handle down and now the little kiddies can help out because it's lower. I love that I can navigate the busy streets of London with my level 8 suitcases. They're so lightweight, they're good quality. The 4 wheels, this makes it so easy to wheel around. There's no stress on your back. It's amazing. I love the level 8 combination lock. I know wherever I leave my suitcase, the airport or the hotel, that my luggage is secure. I've had so many suitcases break down on me, but this one is built to last. I love all 3 sizes. It depends what kind of trip I'm taking, but you have to jump on this deal right now. 25% off for quality this good is amazing. Don't miss out. Only today and tomorrow, and then the deal is gone. Click the link in the description, use this code and you'll save 25%. We are just passing by King's College London, very, very famous. I don't know if anything is going to beat Fishcotheque today. The last one we're going to is the oldest one in London, so I have high hopes, but it's going to be difficult to beat. We are just crossing over Waterloo Bridge. Over there is St Paul's Cathedral, and then this side we can see the London Eye, Big Ben, Houses of Parliament. We just passed a famous street called the Strand, and we are just entering Covent Gardens. Over here is where there's so many theatres, so if you come and see a theatre show, then you're probably going to come to Covent Gardens. Right there is the Lion King. Covent Garden is one of the craziest places in London. It's definitely a tourist trap, probably the worst tourist trap in London, but come here at Christmas time, it's absolutely beautiful. Most of the time the performers are so cheesy, they're so cringy, but that Poppie guy was really good. I always get sidetracked. Today's about fish and chips, let's go. We have arrived at our second destination. It is the Rock and Soul Place. This is the oldest fish and chip shop in London, 1871. Very, very good reviews online. There's a lot of people here. There's people sitting outside, inside. So hopefully I can get a takeaway. All right, perfect.
Not wait, yeah?
It's okay. All right, I have the goods. I was in and out in like 2 minutes, which is not a good thing because I don't know if it's fresh. Let's try it. All right, here we go. Rock and Soul Place, the oldest fish and chip shop in London. It comes in a box. That means it's not going to get a 5 out of 5 for presentation, but that's okay. So I went in there and he said, it's going to be a 10-minute wait. And I said, that's okay, that's okay. And then he said, no, wait, I have one ready. And I said, is it fresh? I want the freshest one. And then he said, oh, I will give you 2. So there's 2 pieces in here. Let's take a look. Look at that. Absolutely huge. So there's 2 pieces. That could mean that they're both not fresh. Good chips there, huge chips. Let's give it a taste test. All right, as you can see, can you hear that? Very, very, very crispy. Let's try some fries. I keep calling them fries, they are chips. Not fresh, unfortunately. Not very hot and not crispy. This is not going to be a good score. All right, let's get into this fish. Hopefully you can see that. To be fair, pretty flaky inside. Really crispy. Don't know if it's fresh though, let's see. Doesn't have much flavor, to be honest. Fishcotheque was had a lot more flavor. Let's try some of the batter. Yeah. Definitely not as fresh as the Fishcotheque. It's just starting to rain. Welcome to London, baby. They're not fresh. They are pretty good, not very crispy, but just not fresh. Some of that white fish. Yeah, and the fish is good, just not fresh. You can see when the fish is dark like that, that's the skin. That's the best part. Let's try it. Skin is good, but just again, not very hot, not very fresh. That is as far as I got. It's just not very fresh, so it's not very delicious. I did have high hopes for this one because it's the oldest in London, but it's not going to get a good score. Okay, so here's the scores for Rock and Soul Place, the oldest one in London. I did have high hopes, but it's not very good. So presentation is going to be a 3 just because the fish did not look as good as Fishcotheque. We have the chips are going to be a 2. Wasn't fresh, wasn't crispy. The fish is also going to be a 2. Wasn't fresh, wasn't crispy. It wasn't soft inside. And then value for money is also going to be a 2. So that costs £13.30. It was cheaper than Fishcotheque, but I'd rather pay an extra £1.20 and go to Fishcotheque. I would not recommend Rock and Soul Place. It does have a good reputation, but maybe I just came on a bad day. They didn't give me a fresh one. I said to them, I'm happy to wait 10 minutes. And they said, no, I'll give you 1 extra. So they obviously had 2 that weren't fresh. And that's what they gave me. So not a good score, 9 out of 20. And here comes the rain. Let's take a walk to our next destination. It's over 2 miles away, but I've already had 2 fish and chips today, so I need to walk. I'm going to give this to a homeless guy because there's a lot still there, but not a good score. I was very disappointed. Fishcotheque, like I said at the beginning, I don't think anything's going to beat that. I thought that might be that, but it didn't. So if you watched my Hidden Gems video, I came to Tavistock Street. The oldest street sign in London is down there on Tavistock Street. And I'm going to teach you something else about street signs in London. Here it says WC. That means West Central. So every single street sign will tell you which part of London you're in. Just walking down Drury Lane. There's some theatres here. It's a really, really nice area of London. Walking along the Strand. When I see buildings like this, it just blows my mind. Like, how do they build something like that? Absolutely crazy. Massive. We can just see St. Paul's Cathedral in the distance through the mist. Just passing by St. Paul's Cathedral. It always makes me laugh. This place was built in 1700 and there's a Five Guys across the street. I think that was built in 1700 as well. It's massive. We have walked a lot today. You can see EC4. We're now in the east central part of London. Just look at the size of St. Paul's. You want to see something funny? Bubbles. Look at these bubbles. I almost got hit by bubbles. Wow. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or someone did it as a joke. I don't know. I think the rain has scared people away. So this area of London is called Bank, because that thing there is the Bank of England. London is so gloomy. So before we do our last one, let me tell you the traditions of fish and chips. People do eat fish and chips very regularly. Usually what families do is they pick a day during the week, and that's going to be their fish and chip day. Usually it's Friday or Saturday. So that's the day that their family will have fish and chips. So the fish and chip shops will always be busy. Like these ones in London, they're not that traditional. Like the Fishcotheque, delicious, but not very traditional. But the ones like the one next to my house is the best one. So everybody thinks that they live next to the best one, but my one is actually the best one. But it's so traditional. And yeah, Friday night and Saturday night, the line will literally be out the door for fish and chips, because it's very traditional to have it once a week. The streets are absolutely dead. Yes, this is not a tourist area, but still 5 p.m. on a Sunday night, and there are 0 people here. Of course, there's a lot of offices here, there's a lot of businesses. So tomorrow morning, this place will be absolutely packed, but no people today. What is an elephant's favorite part of a car? The trunk. Of course. Of course. It is actually unbelievable how many coffee shops there are in London. Just on this street alone, so many. Which city in the world has the most coffee shops? We are now in Spitalfields Market, very famous. They have a lot of food here, a lot of shopping. I hope this last location is not closed, because it is 5:20. I hope it didn't close at 5. Look at that, they have an art class going on. Looks like everybody's closing down. I hope everybody had a good day. I have made it to my third and final destination. It is Poppie's. Now, I have high hopes because the reviews online are very good, but then I don't have high hopes because it's a chain. So there's a few of them around London. I still wanted to try it because of the reviews are really good. They're right next to Spitalfield, so it's could be very touristy. Let's check it out. Established in 1952, and it has a British flag, so that means it's good, right? The impossible has happened. Poppie's Fish and Chips has run out of fish. They have no more cod. I could get something else, but then it wouldn't be fair on the other reviews. Let's see what else they have. Is this the last battered sausage you have, or can you do a fresh one?
No, we can do fresh one.
Okay, I will take a battered sausage and chips, please. Right? Take away, please. Alright, here we go, last review. So, of course they had no cod. So the next best thing to get from a fish and chip shop is sausage in batter. So that's what I got. And I saw one in the window and I was like, can you do it? Because it looked like it had been sitting for a long time. But they said they can do a fresh one, so let's check it out. It is in a box, so it's already lost points. But alright, here we go. Poppie's Spitalfields. There is the sausage in batter. So a sausage in batter is basically just a sausage, and then it has the batter on the outside, the same as the fish would. But of course inside it's a sausage. Let me show you. There you go, look at that thing. Let's take a bite. It's definitely fresh and it's crispy. So there it is, sausage inside the batter. Delicious batter, very crispy. Sausage is good. Let's try the chips. Alright, so I know the sausage is fresh because I saw them make it. Let's see if the fries. Let's see if the chips are fresh. Not that fresh, to be honest. Not very crispy. A little bit of steam there. I think they could be fresher, but I think it's pretty good. I like the sausage and batter. I'm still going to give it a rating. Price is pretty interesting because I thought it was going to be more than it was. Yeah, chips are not fresh, but sausage and batter is good. Alright, here's the scores for Poppie's. You can definitely tell that it's a chain because I walked in there. It felt like an American diner. It definitely did not feel British, but presentation 4. It's in a box, so it doesn't get a 5, and sausage and batter look good. Chips, it's a 2. Chips were not fresh, chips weren't not that special. Sausage and batter, that's a 5 out of 5 sausage and batter. That was absolutely perfect. That is exactly what you expect. You need to have the fat sausage. Like, it doesn't work with like a hot dog sausage just because the batter needs to be, yeah, you need a fat sausage, and it definitely was. Value for money. This is a strange one because I paid £7.99 and the menu said that sausage and batter was £7.99 and it said the chips were £3.70. So I thought it was going to be whatever that is, £11 something, but they only charged me £7.99. So it didn't say on the menu like comes with chips or anything. So I don't know what happened there, but it's a 4. I think the fish was like 14 something. So that would have been one of the most expensive we had today. Overall, Fishcotheque is the winner. Absolutely delicious, perfect, fresh. Everything was exactly what you expect from British fish and chips. Very, very disappointed with Rock and Soul Plaice, the oldest one in London. It was nothing special. I would not recommend it. And then Poppie's, you can definitely tell it's a chain if you're in the area. They have 3: Soho, it said Soho, Camden, and Spitalfields, where I am now. If you're around, then try it, but don't expect traditional. Like I said, you need to get out of London to get a traditional fish and chips, just because, I mean, you need to get away from the tourist areas because they're not going to be traditional. It's not going to be authentic. But yeah, the ones I tried today were definitely very, very interesting, both high scale and low scale. But yeah, the winners, Fishcotheque, and they have a great name like discotheque. All right, that's the end. I think I walked over 10 miles today, but I had a fun day. I love doing these reviews. If you want to see more, then let me know. What should I review next? I'm thinking about pubs. What do you think? What do you think? Reviewing some interesting pubs in London, but I can't believe I spent £35 in fish and chip shops today. But next time you're in London, go to Fishcotheque to get some authentic fish and chip shops. Tell them that I told you to go there and they will give you absolutely nothing. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. If you have a favorite fish and chip shop in London that I didn't go to, then let me know. Please hit the like just to tell me that you enjoyed it. Should I do more of these around London? I'm going to be traveling very, very soon, so hit subscribe to follow me and travel with me. Thank you so much, channel members, for supporting me. Click the join button below this video to become a channel member. And that's it from London. I think it's going to pour, but I need to go home and I need to not eat fish and chips ever again because I ate a lot today. But thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.